for many decades, always kind of, even when someone made a film like Fire, some 25 years back, there was more a almost like a patronizing look at the community, to see almost as if there is something wrong with them and we have to be understanding. Post that, after many debates and later discussions, when the Supreme Court repealed Section 377 in 2018, I thought the only correct way to give it its status is to make a commercial action film where we take it for granted that there, instead of a man and woman being in love, there are two women in love, and this is not about their love story. It is a crime action drama happening against two people in love who just happen to be women. That's the context. This is the interaction I want to give you. The point is, even in Hindi it came, but the post the repealing of this section where जो भी film है, so that is they treating that one seriously of the problem with the thing. Here I made a heroine action film, the heroine like that didn't come. Yeah, I answered. Okay. Okay. Actually, to be honest, I was thinking it was very difficult, but the first person approached was Apsara, you know, and I definitely had this feeling that just say no, because I've been a director for a very long time. I can afford to make an experiment, you know, in terms of to do something very different. But as an actress, she's just starting out, you know. So for her to take a decision, it's not just about her. It could be her family, it could be her friends, or whoever it is, you know. But to my surprise, she took it as a challenge. She said she thought to herself that this is something. But to get a challenging role like that will happen very rarely, and she agreed. It took me a little longer time to convince Naina, you know, for the same reasons, but eventually I think she also felt after hearing the script and my whole point is I wanted to capture the intensity of the love story between two women with as much respect and dignity as how we normally do it with a man and a woman. Yeah. The Supreme Court itself justified, so where am I to justify? Yeah, the whole point, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. The Fire and any such film which came in the past, it was treating it like a social outcast. Here, that aspect itself I did not take in the film. I just believed instead of when you see a man woman in love, you don't ask questions because you take it as a natural thing. But when you see lesbians, you'll ask questions. So the film doesn't question the relationship. It just takes it for granted. There are some people like that in the society, and some story happened to them. Yeah.
Yeah. So my question is for Akshay. This is your second movie, Akshay, and again you are taking a very challenging role.
Yes.
How tough?
So when I heard the script, I never felt it was challenging because I believe in LGBTQ. I think we are all God's creation and they are also God's creation, and we should normalize it. And I believe after this film I hope there are thousands of more films on two women or two men, or however they would like it, movies like that, because I think I was convinced with this story and I believe in it, so I never found it challenging. But yeah, I got to learn a lot working with Sir, and I think I'm very lucky to be a part of a film like this, wherein I think it's visually very different, and I overall looks great, and I'm excited about the release. Yes.
Two men, I don't know if many will see, but two women, I think a lot of people see. What do you think? Yeah, yes. See how fast he said. Okay. Yeah. Of this film? See, to start with, there'll always be divided thing. Anything different when you see, there'll be some people who take it positively, and some people with they will have their own opinion. But I'm a guy who never cared about anybody's response. Yeah.
సార్ మీరు లవ్ లెస్ అఫెక్ట్ చేసినప్పుడు చాలా స్టడీ చేస్తారు ఎస్పెషల్లీ సబ్జెక్ట్ అమ్మాయిని కలిసారా ఇలాంటి క్యారెక్టర్
No. అది నేను అది చెప్తున్నా. సో వాట్ ఐమ్ సెయింగ్, నేను అది చెప్తున్నా ఏంటంటే, నాకు అసలు లెస్బియన్స్ ఎందుకు అయ్యారు ఏంటి ఆ కారణాలు అనేది అసలు ఈ సినిమా టచ్ కూడా చేయదు. ఇప్పుడు మ్యాన్ ఉమెన్ అనేది మీరు ఇద్దరు ప్రేమలో పడ్డదని కూడా, ఆ ప్రేమ ఎలా ఉందో చూస్తున్నారు, కథ చూస్తున్నారు. సో నేను టేకింగ్ ఇట్ ఫర్ గ్రాంటెడ్ దెర్ విల్ బి సమ్ పీపుల్ లైక్ దిస్. వాళ్ళు ఎందుకు అయ్యారు, వాళ్ళు దానికి కారణాలు ఏంటి, ఎందుకు అనేది అసలు ఈ సబ్జెక్ట్ మ్యాటర్కి సంబంధం లేదు అది. So eventually it's a crime drama set against a lesbian couple, but it is not about why they became lesbians.
ఈ క్వశ్చన్ ఎలా అడిగానంటే
Yeah.
స్టార్టింగ్ ఒక సాంగ్ లో హీరోయిన్ దగ్గర వాళ్ళ ఒకరికొకరు అట్రాక్ట్ చేసుకునే
Yeah.
దానికోసం
కరెక్టే, అదే చెప్తున్నాను. బికాస్ అంటే అది మామూలుగా మగవాడు ఆడదు కూడా అది అవుతుంది కదా. సో ఇన్స్టెడ్ ఆఫ్ దట్ దర్ ఆర్ టూ విమెన్. ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ డూయెట్స్ అనేది ఇద్దరు విమెన్ మధ్య నాకు తెలిసి వరల్డ్ అనేది లేదు, రొమాంటిక్ డూయెట్ అనేది, యూనో. సో నేను చేసిన ఒకే ఒక డిఫరెన్స్ ఏంటంటే, మామూలుగా మ్యాన్ ఉమెన్ తీసేది ఇద్దరు విమెన్ పెట్టిన అంతే. రెస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఇట్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ ఎల్స్ ఈజ్ లైక్ ఏ నార్మల్ ఫిల్మ్. యా. Khatra, the dangerous, I think one is Khatra and one is dangerous in context. But actually the point is the working title eప్పుడు dangerous అన్నది. Then we had some problem with the title being evaluated. Yeah. Huh? Yes. Yeah. See, surprisingly the sensor నేను చాలా యాంటిసిపేట్ చేశాను, చాలా ట్రబుల్ అవుతుంది దీన్ని బయటికి తీసుకురావడం. కానీ ఇన్ ద ఫస్ట్ గో ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్ దే డిడ్ ఇట్. అంటే అక్కడ పాయింట్ అది, సి దాని స్టోరీ లాగా చూడటానికి సబ్జెక్ట్ మ్యాటర్ ఏంటి అనేది డిఫరెన్స్. సబ్జెక్ట్ మ్యాటర్ ఆబ్వియస్లీ ఇట్ ఈస్ డీలింగ్ విత్ లెస్బియన్ రిలేషన్షిప్, but because the court already said to normalize it, to legalize it, so obviously they can't object on that part. Apart from that, the story they did not feel objectionable. Yeah.
two questions, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, first thing, if you look at your career for the last 30 years, you have directed some big movies.
Yeah.
So we have done movies with so many big stars, big budget movies, and big banners
Yeah.
across all the languages, sir. So people, your detractors, your fans, your critics, they have divided opinions.
Yes.
But one thing unanimously everybody agrees is that vintage RGV is missing. The 90s vintage RGV is missing. Even Vijendra Prasad sir also said the same thing a few days back.
Yeah.
So my question is, sir, first question is, can we get to see that vintage RGV in this movie or any of the
No. See, you won't get to see any of me from what I just know. Answer this gentleman. I just do films what excite me at that time, irrespective of what anyone thinks. Yeah.
Second question, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, you have announced that this movie you are doing in blockchain and the cryptocurrency.
Yes.
Please educate a little bit about this thing.
Yeah, basically that's NFT. I think is a little too complicated to explain in this context. Yeah.
What my doubt is, sir, because you have paid when you have expended
Yes.
all the expenditures done in physical currency itself. So how you are expecting the returns in the regular currency or?
No, I think you're misunderstanding. This has been sold as an NFT, and the revenues will come from a regular thing like what we discussed here. So that is a completely separate part of what this exercise is. Yeah.
Yes.
You are from West Bengal. Okay, you are from Bengal, and again coming to this movie, how do you fit yourself in this?
सबको मेरी तरफ से नमस्कारम.
Namaskaram, that is Telugu. Is it Kannada?
Namaskara. Sorry, huh? Namaskara. Yeah. Namaskara. Sorry. So, yeah, I'm Bengali and I feel कि मैं actor हूँ. So, Telugu industry हो, Tamil हो, Kannada. My job acting. So, कोई भी character, कोई भी language मुझे करना है. Not a Bengali film. So, I feel कि danger is just a challenging character. Very tough job. बट आई फील कि मैं एक्टर होके डिफरेंट डिफरेंट कैरेक्टर प्ले कर सकती हूँ नहीं सो अलग अलग कैरेक्टर प्ले करके मुझे पता चलता है कि देन ओके आई थिंक एज अ एक्टर मैं परफॉर्म कर सकती हूँ
I'm single. So I've yet to explore that.
या आई एम सिंगल बिकॉज आई फील कि इंडस्ट्री में फोकस काम करने के लिए नो रिलेशनशिप बिकॉज रिलेशनशिप में टेंशन बॉयफ्रेंड टेंशन
To add one thing to your question, it's possible that they agreed only because they're single. Otherwise, maybe no. You know.
Right.
ಥಿಯೇಟ್ರಿಕಲ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕೆಲವೊಂದು ಸಿನಿಮಾಗಳನ್ನ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ
Yeah, that was in the COVID time. Yeah. Yeah.
ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಭಾಷೆ ಯಾವ
I know it's not dubbed in Kannada. It is releasing in Tamil and Telugu. That's the reason you saw the Hindi trailer here. Yeah.
ಕನ್ನಡ ಅನ್ನಿದೆ
It is there. It will come later. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Maybe not more than 2 weeks. Real? No. It's completely fictional. It's not based on. No. Yeah. See, like the important thing realize, like if the same trailer, if instead of them being two women, there is a man, then it will look like any other film. So there is some action, there is some love, there is duet. But the moment it's two women, the experience becomes different. That was what I was attempting. So the idea is, if we see so many films, 100 films a year in each language, where there's a man and a woman, and suddenly you see a woman and woman, and in the same regular format of the thing, I think that can open doors. If people suddenly want to make a love story and they don't find a hero heroine, they can take two heroines and make a love story. And maybe Kannada is advanced. I didn't know that. But tell me, English. I am talking about India. I am talking Hindi. Tell me which one is there, or Telugu or Tamil. Tell me. But tell me one. Fire already I told you. Fire, about fire. Yeah. I'm doing a film with Upi very soon. So, yeah. Yes and no, because it has inspiration and based on some things which I learned from him. But I won't call it a biopic. I wouldn't call it a true story. Exactly the same thing. But definitely yes. I'm inspired. Yes.
Is there any
Yeah.
darker side of human emotion that you have left unexplored?
Darker side of human emotion.
Yeah.
You seem to be having something in you.
No, sir.
Why are you asking me that? Huh?
No. You have done movies like the gangster movies,
Yeah.
Company, and then the real life incident based on. And now you are focusing on movies like this.
Hmm.
So I unexplored.
But
emotions you are bringing to the-
what is the darker side of human emotion? What do you mean by that? You can give an example.
like suppressed angst or
Suppressed angst.
unexpressed feelings, emotions, something like that. Because we get to see these things in your movies. That's why.
Hmm.
And somebody has explored it to the maximum degree. That's why I'm asking.
I mean, I don't remember suppressed angst. I don't know if there's anything in any of my films like that. Because I hate that emotion to start with. And unexpressed feelings.
Yeah,
What is it?
reaction could be one thing.
But this is expressing so loudly. What do you mean unexpressed feeling? This is like singing songs about it. So this is like blatantly loud, I think. Yeah.
हाँ अभी मैं वर्ड्स में तो एक्सप्लेन नहीं कर सकती बट आई ट्राई सो सर इज़ लाइक अ बंडल ऑफ नॉलेज एंड ही इज़ वेरी innovative, he's very creative, and that's one thing we always get on set. Like, you know, he's not a person जो set पे सोच के आते हैं कि इतना मैंने सोचा है, I have to do that. He might change everything if he feels something or if he wants to put more creativity. So the best thing is being around him is I could learn a lot of things about cinema, and also being from non cinema background. I'm a army Air Force brat, and my dad is in Air Force. So working with him, like he's one of the most popular Indian film director. So I think I'm very lucky to be a part of a film like this. I know there'll be negative comments, I know there'll be positive comments, but I believe in it and I'm proud of what I did. Very happy waiting for the release. So thank you. I can never thank you enough for this offer, but I'm very happy about it. Thank you, sir.